Hola, soy profe otra vez. Vamos a empezar la unidad 12 del libro, el texto Nexos. Los objetivos para esta unidad son: número 1. Utilizar el vocabulario médico. Utilize medical vocabulary. We're going to talk about parts of the body, many that we already know, and some new ones that maybe you don't know yet. We're going to talk about symptoms and illnesses and injuries and doctors and hospitals. Número 2. Usar ser y estar con adjetivos. Ser and estar are both forms of to be, and we know that we use one for permanent situations and one with temporary situations. We'll review that and talk about how sometimes that changes the meaning of a word. 3. Usar el subjuntivo con recomendaciones. More subjunctive practice. Maybe not exciting, but it is good that you know how to do that pretty well after your last test. Now we're going to talk about using it with advice and recommendations, especially from a doctor who says, I advise that you take medicine, or I recommend that you stop trying to hug the ducks because they peck. I don't know. Número 4. Repasar el tiempo futuro. Review the future tense. We've done future a few different times, so hopefully it won't be hard for us to review it. The tricky part, as always, will be using the future tense and the subjunctive tense and not getting them confused. So I recommend to you, te recomiendo, que tú lo entiendas muy bien. Yeah. If you understand the meaning of the two and you focus on distinguishing them, it won't be that hard. Okay, vocabulario. I do want you to write these vocabulary words down. Not the first ones here. The first ones are, this is just a review. It's really blurry, I know. But if there are any of the basic parts of the body that you get confused or you don't know, either look at it on this thing or look it up or ask me. Make sure you're good on those. But we're not going to put in your vocabulary list things like nariz and boca and dedo and pie and pierna, estómago, espalda. We're going to add some new ones though. First one, and these are the ones I want you to write down. La lengua is tongue. Esta mujer saca la lengua. Lengua, interestingly also, is the word sometimes that we use for language. Lengua is a tongue and language, because that's the, we say that in English too. But anyway, lengua is tongue. El oído. Now we know oreja as ear. Oído is also ear, but oído is usually your inner ear. They distinguish in Spanish between your outer ear. I don't know if you can see the cursor, but this is my outer ear, the part on the outside. But really, I hear with my inner ear, my oído. And the verb in Spanish to hear is oír. So oído is my ear, my inner ear. El cuello, neck. I know some people know this already, but el cuello is neck. A esta mujer le duele el cuello. El pecho. El pecho is the chest. Couldn't find a lot of good appropriate pictures for this one, so I went with this fella. Él pone la mano en su pecho. Pecho is chest. El codo. Codo is elbow. Ahí está el codo, elbow. Garganta. Garganta is throat. Le duele la garganta. Garganta is throat. Pulmón. Pulmón is lung. Pulmones are lungs. We use the word pulmonary in English when referring to the lungs. It comes from the same base. El pulmón is a lung. El tobillo. Again, I know many of you know this one already. El tobillo is ankle. Ella tiene pulseras en su tobillo. Tobillo is ankle. That's a good one to know because many of us injure our ankles when we play sports. Tobillo, ankle. We can use these or some of these phrases. You can write these down if you don't remember them, but you may not need to. If I have pain in something like a headache, el dolor de cabeza is a headache. Dolor de garganta would be a sore throat. Or we could say tengo dolor de. Yo tengo dolor de garganta. I have a sore throat. I have pain in my throat. We know the phrase pretty well, me duele. Same idea, but now I'm just saying it hurts me. Me duele la garganta, me duele la espalda, me duele el tobillo, whatever. And remember, te duele if it hurts you, le duele if it hurts him or her. Nos or les also. And then we can say something está herido or está roto. It's injured, it's broken. Okay. Practice. Tell me what body part you see. That one's not fair because it has the word oído on there. El oído. I'll give you a moment. You can guess out loud, and then I'll tell you if you're right. ¿Tú dijiste el cuello? Sí, es el cuello. ¿Garganta? Sí, es la garganta. Tienes razón, es el pecho. El pecho. ¿Qué dijiste? Ah, sí, la lengua. Es la lengua. Correcto, el codo. Es el codo. Eso es buenísimo. Pulmón, el pulmón. O los pulmones. Genial. Tobillo. Es el tobillo. Otras palabras. Here are some other vocabulary words that you need to copy down. These are dealing with injuries and sicknesses. First one, la alergia. Alergia, and some of these are cognates, is an allergy. Alergia, allergy. La gripe. Gripe is flu. Hay muchas personas que tienen la gripe ahora en Ohio y en los Estados Unidos. La infección, obviamente, infection. Desmayarse is a verb, to faint or to pass out. It's a reflexive verb, so that se can go at the front if he passes out, se desmaya. Or it could change the me. If I pass out, me desmayo cuando yo veo a mujeres feas en el club. That stuff. Estar mareado, to be dizzy. We may have talked about this before. Mareado, think about el mar, the sea. You get seasick and you get dizzy. Si yo estoy mareado, I'm dizzy. Estornudar, to sneeze. Yo estornudo mucho en la primavera con las flores. Lastimar is to injure. Now we know the phrase estar. We know estar herido. Yo estoy herido. Mi tobillo está herido. And there's a verb herir that means to injure. This is another one, lastimar, to injure something. Toser, or la tos. Oh, spinny. Toser is to cough, and la tos is a cough. Y vomitar, muy fácil, to vomit. Vomitar. Estar resfriado is to have a cold. Oh, changing colors. Wait, is it gonna go back? Anyway, to have a cold. So if I have a cold, estoy resfriado. If I'm a girl, estoy resfriada. I have a cold. I'm congested, stuffed up. Ahora yo tengo resfriado, or yo estoy resfriado un poco. La herida is an injury. If I say, if I say mi pie está herido, my foot is injured. I could also say yo tengo una herida en mi pie. I have an injury on my foot. La fiebre, pretty obvious, a fever. La fiebre. Anoche, Laila tenía una fiebre de 102. Fever. So, la alergia, la gripe, la infección, desmayarse, estar mareado, estornudar, lastimar, toser, vomitar, estar resfriado, la herida y la fiebre. A few different verbs there you want to keep up on and be able to use them. We'll practice them tomorrow in class. The only thing you need to do for tomorrow for your homework is have the new vocabulary written down with the English beside it, and I will check it. Adios, hasta mañana.